All right, let's get hyped for Haikyuu Season 4, Episode 1, officially here. Introductions. Oh, man. Let's get hyped.
Oh, we get the new animation.
Yeah, we get the new animation on Hinata. Who's his boy? Hey, Hobbit reference? I feel that, though.
Hey,
let's go!
Dude, the rap.
Oh, and this was this OST already, dude. I wasn't ready for it.
Yes, goddess.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Hey. This dude just rolled up on the campus and he's like, yo, fight me.
I love this guy.
I love him so much. Oh, 3 curry buns are on the table.
I'm a man who defeated a boar. Oh, yeah, shit, the boar is your... I was like, that's a weird flex. And I'm like, no, wait, that actually was a boar there. But he ran inside. He lied. Ooh, new OP. Let's go. We need a solid sneaker shot, which we had, so that's good. Oh, little giant shot. Ah!
Nice.
Bruh. To the top, baby. Let's go.
Damn.
So this manga is ongoing, right? Like, it's still a thing. So yes. I'm going to assume, nobody spoil anything, that they probably do like a time skip to them in pros, right? Right? Because like once they do nationals, unless they go through the next 2 years of their high school career, which might get a little redundant. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like there might be a might be a time skip with like the pro leagues, which would be really cool to watch.
Yeah.
Be a different thing.
That would be dope. Yeah, yeah.
You know? Go, go, go.
Ooh.
That was a cool shot. Did you see that guy? He was like,
damn.
Just deer in the headlights. Oh, he got that sidewinder. Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Daichi with the hair flow.
Hey, with the rolling thunder.
I love that.
Let's go.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, seeing these niggas in their prime, bro. Hella sneaker shots, bro.
Right? They had to get him in. Hey.
Let's get the boys in the back.
He's not alone.
Hey. Oh, God, I just creamed on my pants. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, Sai's got the man bun again.
Let's go.
He's the only one who could rock that, like, really, like, the best I've ever seen.
100%.
I can't read all that.
Yeah, so.
They're asking for donations. They're going to nationals the end. Looks like he's gonna puke. Hey.
Word.
Very serious Kyoko. I feel like Kyoko's animation didn't change at all. She looks identical to what it was.
But I feel like it's because she's looked over detailed all the time.
That's a good point. Yeah. Hey. What? Oh, I love how that's a competition. It's great. Tsukushima's like putting his head under the door.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm 7 foot tall now.
Yeah. I'm a fucking giant. Wow.
Damn. He's tall. He's like 6'3", I think, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's about that. I order you to shrink. Daichi, bro.
Dude, Daichi coming back, not skipping a beat.
He goes,
bro.
I don't give a fuck how tall you are.
Shut up.
Amazing.
That's dope.
Said, hi. Oh, okay. This was the last scene from season 3.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You know what? Good for those two guys for just like playing basketball as the only two people in this gym. Volleyball nets are set up and everything. Like no one else goes to this gym. They're like, you know what? Let's do it.
Like, we got volleyball practice, and they're like, all right, we'll be here. You know, we're doing other things because that can happen in the school.
Boop. Damn.
Damn.
My boy could probably dunk.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey.
Yo, they gave Daichi like a little bit of like the what the hell you even call that? Like ruffled look. Her stack didn't change either at all.
Yeah.
Sneaker shot.
Ignite. Fly.
If Kageyama had a quirk, I think he'd have crow's wings, right?
100%.
Yeah.
But it's still crazy that Hinata can jump that high like, for his height difference. Because he was pretty close to Kageyama.
Yeah, because I don't know if they're measuring their height and then deducting that, or if it was just straight up, this is how high it was. Because if that was the case, if it's the latter, then Hinata really has incredible jumps.
That's
like, yeah.
For Kageyama's height, if he got 337, he had 333. But he's significantly shorter, which means he had to jump that much higher.
Exactly, yeah. Unless they're already pre-measuring their heights and factoring that in, but that wouldn't make sense because Hinata's whole thing is that he could jump, so it'd be kind of weird if like, right? Like Kageyama's like, no, I got that on you too, and it's like, oh,
oh no, I'm gonna go too. Yeah. I haven't been trying.
It's like, damn, Hinata, you really weren't the main character, huh?
Shit.
Intensity. Big news.
Oh yeah.
He's going to national training camp or something, right? Oh,
The All Japan Youth Training Camp.
They said national something last time. Wow. Yo, Kaiwa must be mad salty, right? Unless because it was his third year, he couldn't be recruited.
Oh, I mean like that they...
Of course he made it. Sorry,
you know,
Hinata.
the reps were sitting in their last match, and they're like, whatever happens, we're I don't care if he
Actually doesn't matter, yeah. That's cool, though.
That is really dope, yeah.
Under 19.
Under 19. So I guess...
under 19. So maybe if you're in school or not, I would assume, I mean, here in the States, you graduate, you're like 18, sometimes 17. You're never 19.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
I don't know if it's different in Japan. I don't know. That's cool stuff.
Damn, that's dope. Dopeness.
Look how he's talking to him.
I love these two, bro. Dude, no, you're doing a fucking handstand.
Can we talk about the athletic ability required to do a handstand on someone's back while they're moving? What? This guy's superhuman.
Oh, my God.
That's insane. Oh, is he going to be his representative? My boy, bro.
Facts.
Show him how strong we are. Damn, dude, Suki. Damn. Shot through the heart.
Yeah, facts. Asking the real questions out here. Yeah, but Nishino is perfect. So what do you mean balance? You talking talking about? He's more mature than anyone.
Dude.
Bro, come on. Why is he not getting invited just off of this? Ridiculous.
I am curious to see who the libero is because I feel like that was pretty relevant that they said why wasn't he, specifically. I mean, he is that good, but I don't know if there will be a relevant libero.
Doesn't matter. He'll probably suck.
I will be salty about it. Okay. Oh, so this is a different camp. Did you say it was in India? Or am I going crazy? Hinata, bro.
He's gonna be mad jelly, bro. Where's my super awesome invitation? Oh, this poor kid.
Nah, you're
Daichi's accepting everyone's invitations for them. They're like, oh, I got invited? I don't know. He'll do it.
It's like, that's my son out there.
That's my boy. Oh, my God.
Damn,
Oh.
yo. Hinata lost his nose that hit him so hard. That was crazy.
They said we can't draw a nose for Hinata. He's hurt right
so
now.
Pissed off his nose disappeared. Oh, man, they got to make it sad. You just got to put in that work, Hinata. That much harder. You know what the best part about that entire scene was? That Suki didn't tell Yama to shut up once. Which is really leaps and bounds of character development. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, and he was smiling while talking to him. Mm-hmm. They're like homies now.
Oh, damn. This is like a bittersweet thing.
Yeah.
But, damn, even the moon's sad.
He's like, all right, I'm going to head out.
Yeah, I'm crying snow now.
My tears froze over.
Oh, if he falls on his bike, I'm going to cry.
Oh, God.
I'm going to be like, somebody help him up. Police. Somebody call an ambulance.
Oh, they're going to make it like a metaphor, like he's climbing a mountain.
Yeah, bro. Damn, that hill is brutal every night, bro. Props for going up that.
Yeah, how is he not getting recommended because of the work he has to put in just to go to practice?
Dude, that's what it is. You're either there or you're not.
Hinata just sneaks in Kageyama's bag.
Yeah, we're a package deal. West Exit, take the bus. What? Is he gonna lose his place?
He's 100% going to get lost.
Can you imagine? You guys have cell phones. You couldn't text him the fucking directions. You had to write it like backwards on your piece of paper. What the hell? What? Oh man, this is gonna be Hinata's like, I'm not worthy arc.
Oh jeez.
Okay.
It's, from
Insert side protagonist. Oh, super tall guy.
Oh, we're just getting shots of everybody.
Okay.
Hey, turnip head. Hey, whatever his name was.
Hey, really tall guy. Oh, those are.
Oh, this is the. His
Okay. Yo, that kid got. Okay, impressive. Some of these folks got invited. Wait, does Hinata sneak in?
Yeah. Wait. What?
What's happening right now?
I could.
Did he take that to heart when he told Yama to sneak in? Hinata's like, got it, sneak in. Because that's kind of hilarious. Like, what are they?
I could just sneak in, and Hinata was like,
they're just gonna check the list and be like, sir, your name's not here. Yeah. This guy, bro.
He's like, just ignore them. They're wearing the same jacket.
Arrested? Yeah. Dude, that's hilarious.
I love that he heard that. Like, that's what he took away from that conversation. It's like, oh, I could break in.
Yeah, right? That was like one of the first times he's like actually pulled a Kageyama. This kid, bro.
Dude, oh man.
Oh, he's at Shirotorizawa school. Yeah, that's the boys. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
He's gonna get a scolding.
Daddy Daichi is not gonna like this. Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, is his coach gonna vouch for him?
Yeah.
Yo,
Wow.
that's huge.
Wow.
That's huge for him.
He's coming around.
That's freaking awesome, dude. He just ticked up a couple on my board here because he don't want to admit it, but he's changing. That was a homie move. That was a homie move.
That was clutch.
That was really awesome, man. Who's this
kid?
kid?
What is this?
This is a Racerhead. That is a hell of a freaking suit he's got on.
It's bright. I'm guessing we're a germaphobe here.
Yo, dead ass. He's like a super villain. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the reaction.
Didn't seem...
Kageyama just brushes it off. Awesome. And got in. Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
You got
That's
it.
That you can't
You're not going to know unless you do it.
You can't say Hinata doesn't want it, bro.
Yeah. I don't even know why he was in that.
There are other players here who are like, no, we know he's good.
Yeah.
Because he beat all of them.
That old bastard.
I love Hinata was just standing there the whole time, like, ready.
That is true. It's big. Yeah, this is a big deal, dude. What is he going to do with the small fry? He's probably going to push him hard or like be a dick to him.
He's either warming up and he's like, he wants to see what Hinata's capable of, or he like in a weird fucked up way wants to prove to him how
I think it's
mindset of his isn't going to work.
I think it's a little of both.
Okay.
Yeah. He's going to be like, are you really worth it? You know?
Are you by yourself worth anything? Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, this is cool. I like where this is going. They just fight each other.
Yeah.
Now fight me.
Oof.
Yeah, he's going to make him like
the
really
thing to
work
push this
for
kid's
it.
buttons, though.
Wow, what a court.
Woo, woo.
Okay, let's get it, Kageyama. It's ice.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's cool.
That's cool. All right. This guy's got a beard. He means business. Olympics men's coach.
Hybardia.
Wow.
Jeez.
Olympic coach. It's a big deal.
This dude looks like he teaches Olympics.
You're right.
It's like, let's make it straight. I don't train boys. I train winners. Show me your abs.
Wow. If I took a quote away from this fucking show.
Even though like every episode has a quote.
It really
like,
does,
you can get
yeah. If I had to
tattooed
take
on your
one
chest.
from this episode,
Yeah.
That was good. I never heard that before. Oh, that guy's relevant. So is that guy. I've seen him on covers.
It's Owlman.
Yeah.
The real one.
Yeah.
Bokudo's like mid.
Who knows anymore, yeah. Dude, I can't with this Braveheart music.
I know, for real, dude.
Let it be known. Oh, dude, these circular shots, I got goosebumps. Hinata, bro.
Let him know, bro. Oh, you love to see it.
He's gonna soften that old fucking rock hard heart you got.
Or kill you.
Yeah. Oh man, that was good. We got to Kyoko just staring into the distance.
I'll literally take an ED that's just focused on Kyoko.
It's just the whole ED is just circling around her really slow, and then it's done. Yeah.
Honestly, one of the best EDs.
There's that one ED, I think it was season 2, where it was literally just like Kageyama the whole time, just practicing.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I'm cool with this, but
Yeah.
it just seemed like weird. I was like, no, we don't want to include anyone else. It was like 2 shots of other people. It's funny. What a homie. Oh, shots, calf shots, of course. Got that sweat going. Damn, bro, they're sweating their ass off.
Yeah, I know, for real.
This is a very different beat for OP.
Yeah.
And is this the first female? It sounds like a female. That's the girl right there.
There she is. See the way she eyeing Noya?
What are you doing? Huh?
What you thinking about?
What do you think about? Gonna go solve mysteries in that thing.
Casa. Attack on Titan confirmed.
Oh,
Live.
shit. Let's go.
Hey.
To the top, baby.
Damn, look how perfect Kyoko is. It's crazy.
That was the weirdest preview for an episode I've ever seen. They were like, next, lost.
Whoa.
Just jumped right to the next
Damn,
episode.
bro.
What the hell's going on around here?
This new Crunchyroll just booting your shit out in a minute, bro. Like, all right, next episode. No time to think. Let's go.
We gotta move.
Process my feelings real quick. Hold up.
Damn.
Oh.
Sheesh. All right. Yeah. Great episode. I like that a lot. There was, I love that huge character development moment. I mean, not that it's like we're over the hill yet, but we're starting to climb with Coach from Shiro Torizawa. I think that was cool, and I'm gonna like this dynamic that we have between Hinata and him, because he's clearly gonna be like, you could be here, but you ain't worth shit, until Hinata is like, no, I'm gonna prove to you that I'm worth something. Just give me one shot. And he's going to take it, and then I have a feeling he's going to like soften that guy up a little bit from his like rigid mentality or whatever. He might not fully admit it. You know, he might still have that like, you're not much, but like lets him keep playing. Yeah, but lets him, oh, really? Why you let me play again then? You know what I mean? Type thing. Like, I have a feeling it's going to be something like that. So that was a really huge moment. Loved Suki in this episode as well, which is really cool. I hope he keeps this demeanor where he's got this like smart ass attitude. He's like, what are you, dumb type thing or whatever. But it's not like this like pointed, like shut up, you know what I mean? Type thing where it's like, it's like a little off putting where it was like, that was prior. I really liked this version of him. And I thought it was like a little more tolerable and cutesy, you know what I mean? That like in this iteration of it than prior. So I hope we stick with that. I like the new animation. I already got used to it within 2 seconds. You know what I mean? I was like, it's cool. I like both of them. So that's pretty sweet. And then there was also another cool character moment in this, but I can't remember. I'm freaking losing it. I can't remember what it was. But Hinata sneaking into the thing was so funny. Just a little quick story. I could relate to that. I remember I was in middle school. And it was the first day, and we had already had our classes panned out, what we were going to have for the first semester, right? Mm-hmm. And I didn't get my elective class. I got cooking, and I didn't get because you didn't really get a choice until you're older. Mm-hmm. And a couple of my friends had like computers, whatever, like computer science or whatever. So I just had the bright idea of being like, okay, I'll just come into the computer science class, and then like he won't notice, and then I'll just hang. This will be my class I take all year, thinking I was like smart and hot shit. Literally walk in there, take a seat or whatever, and he takes attendance, and he's like, you don't belong in this class. And I'm like, no, I do. He's like, you don't though. He's like, you need to go to your class. And I was just like, damn it. So,
I was going to say every student. I've definitely done my fair share of that shit where I'm just like, oh, I really want to go to that class. Oh, I got 2 legs. And like, you just walk into that class you're not supposed to be in, and you're like, I'll just sit in the back here, in my hood, like I'm good. And then like in actually 5 seconds, teacher's like, so who are you? What are you doing here? And you're like, it's cool, I'm a transfer. And like, you're not though, because I have a list here of kids that like belong here, and you're not on it. So it's like you always think like you're such hot shit, dude. And then like that happens, you're like,
kids literally think they are so much smarter than they actually are, and it's hysterical because we're all guilty of it because I did the same shit when I was younger, and it's not until you get older that you're just like, these kids really just think there's something else, huh? It's like, did you forget that I also was a kid and then grew up?
Even if you like tell them, dude. Like, I did the same thing when you're a kid, and when I was a kid, then they're like, okay, but I won't get caught.
It's like, I'll do it better. Yeah. It's always funny. No, you don't get it. I'm different. You know what I mean? Like, they always do that.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing you did,
I did the same shit, dude. I did the same shit.
Of course. It's so I mean, I knew people who didn't do it, but like, yeah, I definitely did. I know people in like my friend group and stuff who did. It was just like and like to relate to, I get it. I understand. It wasn't to this extent, but like of wanting to be somewhere that like, because of rules, whatever, you're not supposed to be, but like, you're like, but I want to, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, to get to this, like, I understand. And I think it's, it's clearly displayed, if it hasn't been in these past 3 seasons, exactly how much Hinata wants to improve. That like the thought of him, again, like he says, it's not even that like, he's not, he wasn't sneaking in here because he's like, oh, I'm done with Karasuno. Like, I can get nothing there. Yeah. But he wants to be competing against the best players possible. Mm. And to him, like the idea of like, especially because he has this rivalry with Kageyama, of people competing and training and improving at a level higher than he is, like eats him alive. It like, so this wasn't even like, oh man, like Kageyama got into that training camp and Suki got into this training camp. Like, what am I going to do? It was literally like, oh, they got into those, I'll just pick one to sneak into. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, in his mind, there was no what if. It was, how do I get into this thing? Because I have to be here. I have to see these people play. I have to learn, like, train. And yeah, like you were saying, I like that this coach who, I think initially is going to be riding Hinata a little bit, and be like, all right, like, yeah, you can watch, but like, no, these players are all better than you. That's why they got picked type beat. But then Hinata's going to, be a savage, obviously, and like, maybe spike a volleyball in his face and, prove to him that he has what it, and that's my thing. I actually think, and I hope this is the case, that some of the other players here will end up vouching for Hinata because Hinata, I mean, granted, it wasn't Hinata alone, but like Hinata's team has beaten some of these players that are here. So I wonder if it's going to be a thing of like the coach is like still iffy, but then the players are like, let him get on the court. You know what I mean? Because we did see it. There were some, I don't remember their names, but there were some players who were like whatever, let him join. Like, we know he's, We know he's got what it takes. And maybe Suki will even end up vouching for him a little bit, which would be.
And it is funny because if I'm not mistaken, like 75% of all these players are all the tallest players we've seen. Because he said that's what he's prioritized is height and power and speed or whatever. So
obviously his boy, Wakatoshi, that really freakishly tall kid from the one team where height was literally his only like thing. And Suki.
Yeah. So that'll be funny to see. Yeah, I mean, somewhat of a funny lesson learned though, in a sense, right? It's like, take it with a grain of salt, but the Hinata thing sneaking in, right? It's we joke around with the stories of us like being caught and thinking we were smarter than we were, and like, that's going to happen, right? Where it's like, use your best judgment. But there is something to be said about, ask and you shall receive type thing, right? Where it's like, if Hinata doesn't take the step to go there and try it, he never gets in, right? Because he never gave it a shot. And I mean, we could apply all these like, little lessons all day, but I think that is one that is very important, where it's, sometimes you break the rules a little bit to, put yourself out there, and majority of the time you'll be shot down because you broke the rules. But sometimes you won't, and it's like going above and beyond to be like, I want this. I'm going to show you how much I do. Sometimes you get rewarded. So, I mean, in this case, like, just in life, try not to break the law or do anything like crazy like that. But if it's a scenario where it's like, you know what, like, this is an opportunity, let's go for it. Or maybe they overlooked me at first, but it's like, no, you're really making a mistake. Like, let me be a little tenacious. Sometimes that can pay dividends for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, especially in a situation, I think, like this, where a lot of the reason that Hinata probably, especially in this specific setup, because the youth training camp with the Kageyama thing, I think that might have been a little bit of it. It's like, it's not necessarily for this case, although some of it probably did play in, which is prejudice. Hinata definitely clearly gets overlooked a lot, specifically because of his height, in terms of these like camps and these outreach and these special trainings, because they want to coach. It's essentially, it's an investment, right? So they want to put their money, their reputation on players who innately look already like they're going to be good, and then coach them to make them better. But Hinata is at least in most people's eyes, obviously people who don't know him, seems like an upscale battle because he's already X amount like shorter than players and whatever. So I do think that, especially if it's a situation like this where there's like a weird natural stereotype or prejudice involved, showing people that you don't care about that and that you're willing to fight this fight in spite of that. Like, even if he had shown up here, snuck in and got kicked out, in everybody's mind here, they're like, wow, he wanted this so bad that he snuck in here and like knew that he wasn't supposed to, but did it anyway. 100%. And it's like, even if he got kicked out and wasn't allowed to, like, that stays in people's minds more than the person who they're like, we're not picking you, and then just didn't show up.
Yeah, because then they'd never even know he existed at
all.
I mean, these players have seen him, but you get my point.
It's like, you don't, Hinata, I mean, he's done it these past 3 seasons, but Hinata is willing and will always have to fight, that prejudice, right? This stereotype that, like, because he's X amount shorter than your average player, like that means he has no talent, he has no skill. He, in Wakatoshi's words, that means he has no right to be here. When like that, we know that's not the case, right? So it's like Hinata has to prove that to everybody, and not everybody is going to accept or take that in the same amount of time, right? So yeah, like it speaks dividends to his character that he's like, no, I don't care. Like, I'm going to be here. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. He's not, as long as he's not hurting anybody. Yeah, I find it inspiring and kind of, it's gutsy, kind of, but it's putting his name out there, because you don't, like you said, even if you get shot down 100 times, you can't get picked at all if your name's not on the table.
Yep. That's it. It's putting yourself out there. A lot of times people will chalk up. A lot of times when you make it in something or whatever, people only look at that, right, in and of itself, and they disregard everything that you did to get to that point. They only see the one big event that was the turning point. It's like, oh, how'd they get picked up? So and so, whatever, or the famous one is, oh, they're just, they were lucky, right? And the thing is, though, and this has always been my thing, you have to put yourself in a position to become lucky. Like that can happen. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it can. But for the most part, it's like Hinata is, in this example, is putting in so much work so that when these opportunities come up, he is prepared to take them. Yeah. And I feel like there are so many people in life, and this is me even preaching to myself here, where because of your lack of preparedness and the lack of work that you're putting in, sometimes more opportunities will come to you than you even realize, but you weren't actually prepared to snag them when they came down the road. So you don't think you chalk that up to luck in that scenario. And like I said, it can happen, but I think majority of the time it's because those people put themselves in a position to take that opportunity when it came down the pipeline. So just as a, word of advice to anyone who enjoys these after episode banters, get after it and don't be afraid to put yourself out there. I know it sounds cliche and obvious, but take this episode as a prime example of if there's an opportunity that comes, even if you get shot down, if there's no harm done to anyone or yourself or whatever, just do it. You know what I mean? Go for it, because you'd be surprised at how many times you actually succeed. Even if it's 1 out of 10, 1 out of 100, that's better than 0 out of 100 because you never went the 100 times that opportunity was presented. You know what I mean? It's like a numbers game.
I would even say that it's inspiring from Hinata too, because if you really love something like volleyball, but the prejudice about it is that only tall players are good and you're a short player, that doesn't change if you subside to it, right? That doesn't change if you just bend to that whim and you're like, well, that's what they say. It's like, if you really love volleyball, then do something about it. Change it. Go show up to every practice, go to every tournament, even if they kick you out every single time. You know what I mean? Again, 100 times you go in there, somebody is going to see just the fact that you showed up here 100 times when everybody told you you're not allowed, and take note of that. And all it takes is one person. But if that is the precedent that's set for this sport and you don't like it, but you love the sport, and, you could parlay that to anything. If there's an interest or hobby or whatever, it's something that you like, and there's a stereotype or prejudice or something that is in that, and that's what's preventing you from getting into it, that doesn't change by doing nothing about it, right? You get in there, you show them that my height has nothing to do with, if my height is a minusing factor here, then it's fine. I'll work 3 times as harder. I can do that. I'm willing to do that. If that's what it takes to prove to you that this is nothing but a stereotype. It doesn't actually matter. It has no effect here. I'm here because I love volleyball just as much as any of these tall kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just the last thing. Sorry, this is a long one, but I thought this episode was chock full of pretty great shit. I love that quote that the Olympic coach gave. I'm gonna butcher it here, but he says something along the lines of, "Talent isn't meant to be had; it's meant to be showed." I've never heard that before or anything the way that was worded really just hit me. And just as another thing too, that was just really inspirational for if you have a talent for something and you remotely like it at all the more reason to show it, and not in a showboaty way. He doesn't mean it like that, being cocky and lording it over people that don't have that sort of innate talent that you do, but in utilizing it, right? The gifts that have been given to you and making the most out of them because, for change for the better, or, just to enjoy your love of the game or to teach someone else or whatever the case might be. I thought that was really cool, kind of taking the perspective of the people, a lot of people that have raw talent. Mm-hmm. There's this interesting irony that I see happen a lot in, personal experience where it's sometimes this doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes the people that have some of the most talent you've seen don't live up to their full potential. It's not that they don't do anything with it, but it's they're less interested in, whatever is going on because they're whatever, slide by the night. Where some people who have virtually no talent are, will work through hell and high water to be able to achieve those heights if they ever do. And they'd kill for something like that. And that's the irony, right? Because it's if you were just blessed with that, you don't know any different. So it's it's not, it comes a little easier to you. So you take it for granted.
I have a lot of, actually, a couple friends who are who are artists. They're really good at drawing. But, some of them they either don't want to pursue art as a thing, whether we're talking about a career or even just doing it in a more serious long-term manner. Yeah. Because of the stipulation that art has around it, where it's it's really tough and it's a competitive field and I don't know, but so I would say that actually makes me think of some of them because it's you have the talent. There's nothing wrong with showing people you have that talent.
You've been given a gift, right? And it's I almost feel as if you have, maybe it's a strong word, but I almost feel as if you have a duty to use it for something constructive and useful, and productive and beautiful. And you know, don't get me wrong. If you're a great painter and you hate it, you know what I mean? You're just I fucking hate painting. Honestly, can't stand it. I'd rather, you know, scratch my nails on a chalkboard. Okay, then fair enough. You don't have to paint. But I'd like to think that majority of people that have an overwhelming amount of talent for something, when you're good at something, it makes it that much more enjoyable most of the time. So I would like to think that there is some modicum of interest in that. You know what I mean? In order for that to be, if it's not, whatever. If it is though, if you do have some sort of interest and you do have a passion, I just hate to see when people let it get stifled because of just all the things that are happening in life where it's like, well, art doesn't bring in the bucks or whatever the case might be. It's hard to find time, all that kind of stuff. If you genuinely, and only you could answer that. So if you in your mind, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of making up excuses to not do this because I know it's not, you know, it's like, I don't want to put my time towards this or, you know what I mean? Like I have other things going on. That's for you to figure out. But I think if you do, you know, if you are lying to yourself, you know, do yourself a favor and let yourself be happy with that and show the world something beautiful.
I mean, sometimes it might just come down to like fear of being afraid.
That's what I'm saying.
Which is fine. I mean, you know, everybody's afraid of something, you know, people have fears throughout all their life, but you know, personally, I think the scariest thing is regret though, you know, is ultimately 100%. Letting that fear control and dictate your actions to the point where, you know, when you're, you know, at the end, you know what I mean? When you're much older, thinking back and being like, I probably should have given that art thing like a fair shot.
And now you can't.
Like,
so that's hell.
I think even if you're, because like we were saying, even if you're scared, show up, put your thing out there, whatever it is, you do that 100 times. You know what I mean? Because even if it gets shot down, like somebody's going to see it. Somebody's going to remember that. And like you said, whether that's setting up an opportunity for luck to come by, you know, you never know, but you won't ever know if you don't ever do it.
Absolutely. Well said. Anyway, that is our really long conversation that we had after this episode, but this was chock full of goodies here. So yeah, couldn't help but really just kind of break this down because it was a great episode. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction and review of this episode of Haikyuu. If you did, make sure you're leaving a like on this video, subbing the channel, hitting the bell if you are new here, commenting your thoughts down below. What did you think of our reaction? What did you think of this episode? Some of the things that we reviewed, you know, your thoughts on that. Very curious to hear them. Also, hit us up in the description down below if you want to support the show. The AOA show, subscribe there, our main channel, video, other types of videos, vlogs, video essays, reviews, podcast discussions, reviews, tier lists, all that. I think I said reviews twice. Patreon, if you want exclusive benefits to the show while supporting us, namely early access to Haikyuu live reactions in an unedited, unfiltered format. So that's kind of a big one for you guys to check out. Definitely check that out on Patreon. Hit us up on Discord and join. Great community there. Talk Haikyuu, talk anime. It's the best way to keep in touch with us and to be updated when we're posting new videos or going live. And all the other links down there as well are great. Just click any one of them and there probably is going to be a follow button on like almost all of them or a subscribe button. Just do me a favor. Go down the list, click them all. You're good to go. Boom. That's it. But anyway, folks, until next time, thank you so much for watching and we will catch you on the flip. Peace.
Peace.
Ninjas are samurais, blaze of the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start, my hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard, left them in one piece, no